राम 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 सर्वेभ्यः हृत्पूर्वक नमस्काराः। प्रवेशकक्ष्यायां सर्वेषां स्वागतम्। अद्यतनपाठः दशमः पाठः। किञ्चिदिव पुनरावर्तनं कृत्वा अग्रे पठिष्यामः। A warm welcome to all of you to Pravesha. Today is the 90th class and we are in lesson 10, part 2. I'm hoping that by next class, we will be able to conclude lesson 10. So by the end of this year, by the time we have the last class for 2023, we will be completing the 10 lessons. And of course, then we have the 11th lesson, which has Shabdas, and the 12th lesson has some practice question papers. As usual, we will have quick revision of what we learned in the previous class and continue. Sarve Guruvandanam Mangala Shlokadvayancha Uchchaihi Vadantu iti Prarthaye. Sarve Militva Vadamaha. Gururev gatir gurumev bhaje Gurunaiv sahasmi namo gurave Na guroh paramam shishurasmi guroh Matirasti gurau mama pahi guro. ब्रवीमि संस्कृतं वाचा ध्यायामि संस्कृतं हृदा कुर्वे सेवाञ्च कायेन वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम् यो नरः संस्कृतव्योम्निह्यालयं रमते मुदा संस्कृतिं चैव संस्कारं विन्दते नात्र संशयः। दशमः पाठः सूक्तिः अस्माभिः पठिता। गुणाः पूजास्थानं गुणिषु न च लिङ्गं न च वयः इति। गुणिषु येषाम् उत्तमगुणाः सन्ति तेषु गुणाः एव पूजास्थानं। लिङ्गं वा वयः वा तत्र अस्माभिः न दृश्यते. So we do not see the gender or age of a person with good qualities. What matters, what we have to respect and worship are just the great qualities. Yatha anya suktihi api asti khalu nahi vayah tejaso hetuhu iti. Evamev gunaah pujasthanam gunishu na cha lingam na cha vayah. सप्तमी विभक्ति विषये अस्माभिः किञ्चिदिव ज्ञातम्। अधिकरणे सप्तमी विभक्तिं वयम् उपयोगं कुर्मः। तत्र रामः समुद्रतटे सीतायै पुष्पं ददाति। रामः दशवादने लक्ष्मणाय फलं ददाति। एवं कदा अथवा कुत्र इति यदा पृच्छामः तदा उत्तरं सप्तमी विभक्तौ भवति. So when we ask the question where or when, the answer we get is in Saptami Vibhakti. Saptami Vibhakti is a locative case. It tells us the location of a particular person or object or thing or an event, and it also gives us the time of any particular act. So we learned this, and we learned these certain samanya niyamaha, that is general rules of Saptami. Vahanani marge sancharanti, mrigaha aranye sancharanti, nakshatrani akashe prakashante. सूर्योदयः प्रातः काले भवति। एवं गुरुः गुरुकुले bodhayati. गोपिकाः बृन्दावने कृष्णेन सह नृत्यन्ति. द्वारकायां कृष्णः रुक्मिण्या सह वसति. So Dwarakayam, Brindavane, all these Samudratate, Pratah Kale, all these words, Aranye, which I just used, they are in Saptami Vibhakti. Then we also said that when there is a Vishaya Saptami, that is when there is some sort of emotion associated with people or with any entity or thing, liking, devotion, or respect, then that particular thing or person or entity or God or whoever in whom that emotion is seen, in whom we feel that emotion, that person or object is in Saptami. Daridreshu pritihi bhavatu. Let there be love towards the downtrodden or poor. Jyeshthe shraddha bhavatu. Let there be faith in the elderly. Rame bhaktihi bhavatu. Let there be devotion in Rama. Rame. Tatra saptami vibhaktihi asti. Atra अस्माभिः कानिचन वाक्यानि अपि दृष्टानि. कृष्णस्य ललाटे तिलकम् अस्ति. राधा वने विहरति. एतस्मिन् गृहे पञ्चजनाः सन्ति. भवान् आसन्दे उपविशतु. रात्रौ चन्द्रः दृश्यते. कटे उपविश्य भक्ताः गायन्ति. सा द्वारे तिष्ठति. सुप्तस्य सिंहस्य मुखे कः प्रविशति? Then I told you this example, Kasturi tilakam lalata phalake vakshasthale kaustubham nasagre navamuktikam. There you have so many examples, one after the other. Karatale saptami, venum, kare kankanam, sarvange harichandanancha kalayan, kanthe cha muktavalim. Gopastri pariveshtito vijayate gopala chudamani. So if you take shlokas like this or verses like this, you must be able to identify the vibhaktis. अधिकरणम् अस्माभिः दृष्टं. सरस्वत्याः हस्ते अक्षमाला राराजते. कदा कस्मिन् दिने इति प्रश्नस्य उत्तरं सप्तमी विभक्तौ भवति. अहं प्रातःकाले देवं नमामि. बालकः गुरुवासरे भगवद्गीतां पठति. वयं पञ्चवादने मिलामः. एवं विषयसप्तमी इति. मम चित्तलयः रामे सदा भवतु. मम भक्तिः गुरौ सदा भवतु. कृष्णे महती भक्तिः सदा अस्तु. व्याकरणे मम आसक्तिः अस्ति. सर्वेषां बालकेषु प्रीतिः अस्ति. बालकेषु in young boys, children. Nirdharana Shashti athava Saptami iti, whenever we are saying among a certain group, you are differentiating a particular person or thing from a universal set. Then when you are saying among that group, whichever you are speaking or referring to, would be either in Shashti or Saptami. We saw in 10th chapter Gita, yesterday was Gita Jayanti. I hope you all chanted and joined the Parayanam. Otherwise, it is available on YouTube. It was on YouTube live. So please listen and chant the verses of the Gita. So in the 10th chapter, we have multiple examples of Shashti. Adityanam aham Vishnuhu, Jyotisham Raviramshuman, Marichir Marutam Asmi. Marutam again is in Shashti. Nakshatranam aham Shashi. Vedanam Samavedosmi. So Krishna uses Shashti there. Similarly, Saptami also can be used. So Vedanam Samavedaha, you can say Vedeshu Samavedaha. That is also correct. Pandavanam Dhananjayaha or Pandaveshu Dhananjayaha. Nadinam Ganga Pavitra athava Nadishu Ganga Pavitra. Vrikshanam narikela vrikshaha unnataha athava vriksheshu narikela vrikshaha unnataha. Seemantinishu Shantaka, Seemantinishu, Sita, Shanta. Kavyeshu Natakam Ramyam. This we have learnt. Kavyeshu. There it is in Saptami Vibhakti. Nirdharana Shashti Athava Saptami. Shabda Rupani, I will not read all these. We went through this in the previous class. I will just clarify one or two. So here we had seen Dadhi, Madhu. I said I will clarify. This is correct. Dadhni, Dadhani, Dadhnoho, Dadhishu, Madhuni, Madhunoho, Madhushu. Saptami Vibhaktihi evam bhavati. It is Pandaveshu. There is a question here by Sujata Rani Bhagini. Pandaveshu, like Rameshu, same. Ramasya Ramayoho Ramanam, Rame Ramayoho Rameshu. Why is that question? Was there any? Pandaveshu only. It is correctly given here. Pandaveshu eva, like Rameshu. It is not Va, Pandaveshu. Bhavatu. Idanim agre patishyamaha. Ha. Shakani athava shakaha, vegetables, vyavaharika shabdaha. So these are certain vegetables, which are the names of certain vegetables in Sanskrit, which which are given in this particular lesson. So all these are, there is nothing much to be explained, but it has to be, you have to go on reading it. So one way to learn is by going on doing it consistently every day. So then if you have a target of an exam, which I think we all should, because exam is not it's not an end in itself by any way. It is only a means to an end. The end result or goal we are all working towards is to understand and appreciate this language, reach a stage where we will be able to read the granthas and the treasure which this language has and contribute. So, but the reason exam becomes important is because we will have a goal, a time-bound goal. Otherwise, we can just go on reading Pravesha itself for many years. The reason children also have a syllabus, prescribed syllabus for each year, with whatever disadvantages it may have, is to have that goal to set a time and then this year to at least study so much. So I urge all of you to please take up the exam if you haven't, so that we have a goal and work towards it. So please start reading these, especially the ones which require just more memorization than any understanding. So all these, we have to just get familiar with these words. So please read it aloud, not in the mind, read it aloud and start writing it every day. Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihyate. Consistency is important. Abhyasa for dirgha kala. Then you will it will register very well in your mind. So like how a child learns a new language, we should start doing it that way. Patishyamaha idanim. Some of these may not have exact translations in English, and some English vegetables likewise may not have exact words in Sanskrit also. So we should be aware of that. So the closest is what we have here. Nishpavaha, beans. Khandaha, peas. Kushmandakaha, ash gourd. Khandaha, it can be the piece of any vegetable. So that for any vegetable piece, you can say khandaha. Patolaha, snake gourd. Suranaha, a succulent root. Shigruhu, drumstick. Palandu, onion. Marichika, chili. Koshataki, ridge gourd. Kadali, plantain or banana. So we'll know this kadali, phalam. This is a very common word. So it is not, kadali can be a vegetable or a fruit depending on how we eat it, right? So when it is raw, we can just say kadali when the raw banana is used. When we say kadali phalam, it is a fruit, a ripened banana. So kadali phalam, when we say it's a fruit, kadali could be a vegetable planted. Shunthi, ginger. Shakaha means vegetable. Vrintakam, brinjal. Moolakam, radish. Karavellam, bitter gourd. Karela, they say, right? So sometimes you might also have similarities in your mother tongue. That will help. For example, shunthi we use in Kannada also, and probably in Telugu also. So in that way, you can compare. Moolakam also, mooli. So you can compare how and see how it is similar in your mother tongue or a language you're familiar with and try to remember. Bimba phalam, a kind of tree fruit. Vastukam, a type of green leaf. Urvarukam, cucumber. Bhindinakam, okra or lady's finger. This also, bhindi in Hindi. Alukam, alu, potato. Amratakam, hog plum. Mishtalukam, sweet potato. Haritakam, green. Harita means green. So remember that. Jambiram, lemon. Narikelam, coconut fruit. This also I think we have come across before. Krishna nimbam, curry leaves. Krishna means anything which is dark colored or I mean, you know, that need not be black, but could be black also, anything which is dark colored. So Krishna has multiple meanings. Krishna, one meaning is dark hue, dark complexion. The other meaning of Krishna is akarshayati iti Krishna. The one who attracts everyone is Krishna. So that's why when we say Krishna, Bhagavan Krishna, his name has multiple meanings. One meaning is dark color, dark hued. Grinjanakam, carrot. Lashunam, garlic. I think in Hindi also it's similar. Idani, prahelika. Riddle. Sanujah kananam gatva यातु धानाञ्जघानकः मध्ये वर्णत्रयं दत्त्वा रावणः कीदृशो वद सानुजः काननं गत्वा यातु धानाञ्जघानकः मध्ये वर्णत्रयं दत्त्वा रावणः कीदृशो वद. So the way we do it always is we try to understand what words are there. Then we'll try to derive the prose order, then word to word meaning. Then we will get the overall meaning. Then we'll try to solve the riddle. Sanujah kananam gatva yatu dhanan jaghana kah madhye varnatrayam datva ravanah kidrishah bada. Kidrisho, when we split the sandhi, becomes kidrishah. Sanujah kananam gatva kah yatu dhanan jaghana madhye varnatrayam datva ravanah kidrishah vada. Sanujah means sa anujah, anujena saha, sanujah. So along with, you know, saha, the word sa and ha means this saha I am referring to. So this saha means along with, right? So anujena saha becomes sanujah as a samasta padam. So sanujah kananam gatva. Kananam, forest, aranyam, vanam. Gatva, having gone. This is a tvantavyayam. We all know that. So it's a kridanta, tvantavyayam. We have revised, we have understood what a tvantavyayam does. So anujena saha, anujaha means younger brother. Agrajaha means elder brother. Anuja means younger sister. Agraja means elder sister. So anujaha, younger brother. Along with the younger brother, anujena saha. Kananam gatva, vanam gatva. Yatudhanan means the demons or rakshasas. Kaha jaghana, kaha who. So who killed the rakshasas by going to the forest along with his younger brother? We all know the answer, right? So Rama goes to the forest. He goes to the forest because his father had given a vow to had promised two boons to his wife Kaikeyi at some point when she helped him in a battle. And Kaikeyi asks those boons on the eve of Rama's coronation as the Yuvaraja and tells Dasharatha Rama should go to the forest and my son, Bharata should be crowned the crown prince, the Yuvaraja. So Dasharatha is deeply in grief. He doesn't know what to do, Rama's father. But then, because he had given a word, then Rama also, he wants to protect the word given by his father. And also in line with the Vamsha, so Rama's ancestors, many of them are described. They all have always lived by the promises they gave. They never broke their promise. So he says, my father's word is more important to me than this kingdom. And he had no attachment ever to that kingdom. The same glow or, composure he had in his face, Rama, when his father told him that he will get the kingdom. And then when he told him that he has to go to forest for 14 years, even then he did not lose his composure or, or that glow in his face. So that is how great he was, Rama, as a person. So just in context to this Prahelika, Sanujaha, along with Lakshmana, Kananam gatva yatudhanan kaha jaghana. Yatudhanan is demons. Now, we know that in the forest, there were multiple demons, and not Ravana, he killed in the end, almost at the end of 14 years of exile. But before that, there were Khara, Dushana, Trishira, 14,000 Rakshasas whom Khara sent to attack Rama. So he killed these Rakshasas were killing all the rishis and good people in the forest, and they asked Rama for protection also. So Rama and Lakshmana together, they killed the Rakshasas. Jaghana killed the Rakshasas. Madhye, so we got the answer for the first one. सानुजः काननं गत्वा यातुधानान् रामः जघान. कः जघान? रामः जघान. मध्ये वर्णत्रयं दत्वा रावणः कीदृशः वद. Madhye, in the middle. So we have the word Ramaha, right? Ra and Maha. That answer we got. That is fairly simple for all of us who are aware of the plot of Ramayana. Varanatrayam. So we've learned in the beginning Varanamala, the garland of letters. So Varana, one meaning is letter also. So Varanatrayam, 3 letters. So in the middle, we have to give 3 letters. 1, 2, and 3. Madhye. So this answer we have. Madhye Varanatrayam Dattva. Madhye in the middle. Varanatrayam. 3 letters. Dattva having given. Again Tvantavyayam. Ravanaha Kidrishaha. What kind is Ravana? Vada. Say or tell. So now we have to find 3 letters here which will describe Ravana. Okay, so this is the Prahelika. I hope you all understood. In the exam, they'll ask you to explain the Prahelika and give the solution. Madhye Varanatrayam Dattva Ravana Kidrisha Vada. Now let us see word to word meaning on the slide. Sanujaha, Anujena Saha. This is Prathama Vibhaktihi Ekavachanam, Sanujaha. Kananam, Dvitiya Vibhaktihi Ekavachanam. Gatva is Avyayam. That is why it says here. Yatudhanan, Dvitiya Vibhaktihi Bahuvachanam. Kaha Jaghana, who went to the forest along with his younger brother and killed the demons? Ramaha. So, Madhye Varnatrayam Dattva Ravanaha Kidrishaha Vada Madhye. So, this is again a locative case, right? Madhye Kutra Dattva Madhye Dattva. So, Madhye Saptami Vibhaktihi Ekavachanam. Varnatrayam, 3 letters. Dattva having given. Ravanaha, Prathama Vibhaktihi Ekavachanam. Kidrishaha, what kind? Vada. Vada, by now you all should know which Lakara, Purusha, Vachana it is. Anyone can tell me which Lakara, Purusha, Vachana is Vada? Sujata Rani Bhagini raised her hand, I think. Okay. Vadatu, Sujata Rani Bhagini.
Lot Lakara, Ekavachanam. Purusha Madhya.
Madhyama Purusha, Uttamam. Madhyama Purusha, yes. So, Vadatu, Vadatat, Vadatam, Vadantu, Vada, Vadatat, Vadatam, Vadata, Vadani, Vadava, Vadama. So, Lot Lakara. Madhyama Purusha, Ekavachanam. Tvam Vada. Tvam is not there, but it's understood. Okay. Ravana was a Rakshasa and he was best among them. So, Ravana had a lot of great qualities. And he was also, he had performed a lot of penance. So, he had acquired a lot of powers, and which is why he was also invincible. And however, he had this vice of, he had abducted many women, not just Sita. And he had kept them captive. And so when Hanuman sees Ravana for the first time in Sundarakanda in the Ramayanam, there is a verse where Valmiki beautifully describes Hanuman sees him in the kingdom and he says, Aho Rupa Mahodhairyam. Look at his dhairyam, his form, his qualities. He is a great king. And if not for this vice, then he would have been such a great warrior and he would have been invincible. Now, because of the sin he committed against Sita and against many other women, he faced his end because he was not following dharma. So his adharma killed him, basically. So otherwise, he had many great qualities as a king, and he had many, and he was able, and he also, like I said, had performed penance and acquired a lot of powers, etc. Therefore, he was considered to be good among Rakshasas. So the answer is Rakshasotamaha. So, Ramaha we have here. Madhye Varnatrayam Dattva. Ksha. So and Ta. So when we give these 3 letters in the middle, it becomes an adjective to Ravana. Ravana Kidrishaha. What kind is Ravana? Rakshasottamaha. Ravana is a Rakshasottama. So this is the answer to the riddle. I hope this is clear. Okay, before we move to the next one, Geeta Krishnamurti Bhagini, Kripaya Ekavaram Prahelikam Pathatu Sanujaha.
Astu Bhagini, Harihi Om. Sanujaha Kananam Gatva Yatu Dhanan Jaghanakaha Madhi Varnatrayam Dattva Ravanaha कीदृशो वद
उत्तमं भगिनी तत्र
अस्तु
मध्ये वर्णत्रयं दत्त्वा there you have to pause मध्ये वर्णत्रयं दत्त्वा रावणः कीदृशो वद you stopped at varnatrayam we have to pause at dattva because this is the end of the pada.
Okay, shall I read it again?
Just the second line.
Okay. मध्ये वर्णत्रयं दत्त्वा रावणः कीदृशो वद
उत्तमं भगिनी. Very well chanted.
धन्यवादः.
धन्यवादाः. इदानीम् अग्रे पठिष्यामः. संग्राह्य विषयाः आञ्जनेयः. I will read the shloka, then this is a famous verse, then maybe one or two of you can read it, then we will learn the meaning. So every lesson we have been learning about one particular deity. So here Anjaneyah, Anjanayaha putraha, Anjanayaha apatyam puman. Anjana's son is Anjaneya, Hanuman. मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये. पुनः एकवारं पठामि. मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये. प्रियदर्शिनी भगिनी, तदनन्तरं एन् मरी जी कृपया पठतु.
नमस्ते भगिनी. मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये.
उत्तमं भगिनी. एन् मरी भगिनी कृपया वदतु.
नमस्ते.
नमस्ते.
मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये.
उत्तमं भगिनी. Very well chanted. Your pronunciation also. We will split the words first. Manojavam marutatullya vegam jitendriyam buddhimatam varishtham vatatmajam vanara yutha mukhyam Shriramadutam sharanam prapadye. So you all should now be able to understand which vibhakti all the words are in. Manojavam marutatulya vegam. Most of them are like Ramam. So that is Dvitiya Ekavachanam. Shriramadutam sharanam prapadye. Manojavam. So if you see that 2 and 1, that Sanskrit numerals, 2 and 1 written in brackets, it means they are all Dvitiya vibhaktihi ekavachanam. So let us see the meaning of each word. Sorry. Manojavam. Manaha means mind. So what is the fastest in this world? It is the mind, because 1 minute you're here, the next, not even minute, next moment, you can be in Himalayas, then you can be somewhere else. So I think in Yaksha Prashna, there is a question where Yaksha asks Yudhishthira, what is faster than the wind? What is the fastest? And he says the mind, because the mind can just transport you from one place to another, or just it can, and also the mind is very chanchala, right? Like Arjuna says in the Gita, chanchalam hi manaha. It can just go here, there, helter-skelter also. So, but Hanuman, he has the speed of the mind. So he is that fast. So swift, he's very swift as thought. He has the speed of the mind. Maruta Tulya Vegam. This again refers to his speed. He's equal to wind in speed. Now, another entity which is another object or thing which is very fast is wind. So, Hanuman is as fast, meaning he can act as fast, he can think as fast, he can even travel as fast. So, for example, how swiftly he traveled from the bank of the seashore. I mean, from the seashore to Lanka to first find Sita, he traveled so fast and came back also. So that is the swiftness he has. He is so fast. Maruta Tulya Vegam. Jitendriyam, one who has conquered his senses. Indriya means senses. Jita means conquered. Buddhimatam varishtham, who is the best or foremost among the intelligent. Buddhimatam. Buddhiman is intelligent or wise. So among the intelligent, he is the best. Varishtham, best or foremost. Vatatmajam. Vanara Yutha Mukhyam, Vatatmajam. Vata means wind, Atmajam. He is the son of Vayu, wind god. Vanara Yutha Mukhyam. He is the leader of the Vanara army or brigade. Yutha is army. Sri Rama Dutam. He is the messenger of Sri Rama. He is the one who goes as a messenger from Rama to Ravana's kingdom. He finds Sita. He tries to counsel Ravana, but he doesn't listen. And then he comes back getting the Chudamani as proof because Sita gives him her crown jewel, Chudamani, to show Rama. Sharanam Prapadye. I seek refuge in Hanuman. So meaning, Sharanam, anywhere when you see Sharanam means surrender, or I seek refuge in. I surrender to Maruti, the messenger of Sri Rama, who has the speed of mind and wind, who has conquered the senses, who is the foremost among the wise or intelligent, who is the son of the wind god or Vayudeva, and who is the leader of the army brigade, the Vanara army. Okay. Vasanti Subramanian Bhagini, Kripaya Pathatu Shlokam Ekavaram Manojavam.
Nojavam Marutatulyavegam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtham Vatatmajam Vanarthamukyam Sri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapadye.
Uttamam Bhagini. Dhanyavadaha. Now we will move to the next verse on Anjaneya again. Buddhirbalam yashodhairyam nirbhayatvamarogita ajadyam vakpatutvancha hanumat smaranad bhavet. Buddhirbalam. You can also chant it as Buddhirbalai yashodhairyam nirbhayatvamarogita ajadyam vakpatutvancha hanumat smaranad bhavet. So whenever there is an anuswara followed by ya, you could optionally chant it as Buddhir Balai Yashodhairyam. Instead of Buddhir Balam, instead of chanting the anuswara completely, Buddhir Balai Yashodhairyam is also correct. This is just one chanting rule. Okay. Krishnan Yoga Mahodaya, Kripaya Pathatu. Please read this verse. Krishnan Yoga ji, Kripaya Pathatu. न श्रूयते महोदय.
धैर्यं निर्भयत्वम् अरोगिताम्.
Nirbhayatvam, not nirbhayatvam, nirbhayatvam.
निर्भयत्वम् अरोगिताम्.
Arogita.
अनुमत्स्मरणात् भवेत्.
I couldn't hear you, Mahodaya. The some parts I couldn't hear. No problem. Chaya Vaidya Bhagini, Kripaya Pathatu.
बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वमरोगता अरोगिता अजाड्यं वाक्पटुत्वं च हनुमत्स्मरणात् भवेत्.
Uttamam Bhagini. Uttamam, Dhanyavadaha. Well chanted. Now we will see the word-to-word meaning. Buddhihi, buddhir balam. When we split it, it becomes buddhihi balam. Yashaha. When we split the sandhi, it becomes yashaha. Dhairyam. Nirbhayatvam. Arogita. Ajadyam. Vakpatutvam cha. Hanumat smaranat bhavet. So these are all the qualities which are described. How do we get them? Hanumat smaranat. By thinking of Hanuman, bhavet. These qualities will happen. We will get these things. Bhavet. Bhavet means it's in Vidhiling Lakara. So let us see the word-to-word meaning. And all these buddhihi, prathama ekavachanam, prathama vibhaktihi ekavachanam, balam, yashaha, dhairyam, nirbhayatvam, arogita, ajadyam, vakpatutvam, all these are in prathama vibhakti ekavachanam only. Buddhihi, intelligence or wisdom. Balam, strength. Buddhihi, balam, yashaha, fame. Dhairyam, courage. Nirbhayatvam, fearlessness. Arogita, good health or free from disease. Ajadyam, active, not being lethargic or lazy. So that kind of activity. Vakpatutvam, oratory skills or expertise in speech. So Hanuman is known for his clarity of speech. There is so much about this in Srimad Ramayanam and in works which are inspired by Srimad Ramayanam. So when Hanuman meets Rama and Lakshmana, he meets them in disguise as a sadhu. He's a messenger of Sugriva who has been banished from the kingdom by his brother Vali. Mistakenly, he doubts Sugriva and he banishes him. And they are on, I think, on Rishyamukha hill near Matanga Muni's ashram, because that's where Vali can't come. By virtue of a curse, Vali cannot enter that place. So Sugriva, along with Hanuman, was there. He was taking shelter there. So then they see these two beautiful princes, Rama and Lakshmana, these two handsome, very, lustrous princes coming there. And they wonder, who are these? They look like Rajarshis, though they are clad in, this forest, the garments which one wears in the forest. They look like Rajarshis, like kings. Who are these? So then Hanuman goes in the disguise of a sadhu and speaks to Rama and Lakshmana. Rama is so impressed. This is his first meeting with Hanuman. He is so impressed and he tells Lakshmana how his speech is so accurate in grammar, accurate in pace, his gestures, his body language, and the way he speaks it shows that he's very learned. And Hanuman and Rama is very impressed with this speech of Hanuman, the way he talks. Similarly, at every stage, you see Hanuman, he knows when to speak, how much to speak, what to say, to whom, in what way. So, even in Sundarakanda, he thinks, how should I approach Sita? How should I talk? Because she's so scared, surrounded by Rakshasis and Ravana. She would mistake him also to be some aid of Ravana. So how do I approach her? How do I talk to her? And then how do I talk to Ravana? What should I tell him? So he's this expertise in speech. We have to see how Hanuman does it. So which is why, reading Sundarakanda and this Ramayanam would give us lessons in how oratory skills. So Vakpatutvam, Hanuman is known for that. Hanumat Smaranat, by remembering Hanuman, Bhavet happens. So Ajadyam is a state of being lazy and lethargic without any activity. Ajadyam is not having laziness or lethargy. So let us read the meaning. A sharp intellect, strength, fame, courage, fearlessness, good health, activity, and expertise in speech. These are obtained by praying to or remembering Lord Hanuman. Okay, now Annapurna Bhagini, Kripaya Vadatu. Please read the shloka.
Ram Bhagini. Buddhirbalam yashodhairyam nirbhayatvamarogita ajadyam vakpatutvancha hanumat smaranad bhavet.
Uttamam Bhagini. Priyanka Gupta Bhagini. Kripaya Vadatu.
नमस्कार भगिनी.
Namaste Bhagini.
बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वमरोगिता अजाड्यं वाक्पटुत्वं च हनुमत्स्मरणात् भवेत्.
Hanumat, that nu, if the dirgha is clearer, that would be better. Hanumat.
हनुमत्स्मरणात् भवेत्.
Uttamam Bhagini. Well chanted.
धन्यवाद.
Katha. Vairagyena eva triptihi. This passion or renunciation is the only way to contentment. Okay, so this class, any volunteers to read the Katha? Because every class I keep reading it. Chaya Vaidya Bhagini.
Okay, I will try. Haryom.
Yeah, Haryam, yes.
Chandraguptah Magadha deshasya nrupah.
Uttamam.
Tasya mantri Chanakyah.
Okay, Uttamam, let us also do the meaning simultaneously. Chandraguptaha Magadha deshasya nrupaha.
Chandragupta is the king of Magadha Desha.
Uttamam. Magadha deshasya shashti ekavachanam.
Tasya mantrihi Chanakya. His mantri is pardon me.
Tasya mantri. Vadatu.
His mantri is Chanakya. Saha tapodhanah.
Chanakya. Uttamam. Minister.
Saha tapodhanah rajatantrajnah cha asit.
Saha, he.
Asit is was.
Tapodhanaha means he was he was very he was a man of penance. Tapaha means penance. Dhana means wealth. So his wealth is his penance. So he was very wealthy by his penance. So very rich in penance. Saha Chanakya, the Chanakya was very rich in penance and Rajatantrajnaha.
And knowledge about the kingdom, the functioning of the kingdom.
Correct. Science of polity. He was very good in the science of polity.
Mantri api saha ekasmin ataje vasati smaha. Utaje.
Utaje.
Utaje vasati smaha. Sma. Mantri api saha ekasmin utaje vasati sma. The minister. The minister used to also stay in one
in a hut. Utaje.
In a hut.
Uttamam bhagini. Dhanyavadaha. So now anyone else wants to try, please raise your hand. Those who are or those who already have a chance and don't want to try, you can lower your hands, please. So mantri api saha ekasmin utaje vasati sma. Mantri api, even though he was a minister, saha ekasmin utaje vasati sma. Ekasmin saptami vibhakti. Utaje saptami ekavachanam. Utaje, in the hut. Even though he was a minister, he used to stay in a hut. Meaning, generally ministers stay in palatial buildings like the king. Even now they expect like huge bungalows, etc. Chanakya is known for his vairagya, as in for his detachment. He was rich in penance, very rich in the science of polity, like no other minister like him. But he led a very simple life of an ascetic. He used to stay in a hut. That is the greatness of Chanakya. We should read in some of the Sanskrit works like Mudra Rakshasam and others where Chanakya's greatness is described. Next 4 sentences. Satyavani Bhagini.
Ram.
Ram.
Yeah. Ekada nrupa. From there only, no?
Vairagya Bhavanaya.
Oh, okay. Vairagya Bhavanaya saha purnaha asit. Ekada nrupaha Chanakyaya kambalan samarpitavan. Etan kambalan daridrebhyaha dadatu iti saha suchitavan. That means that means
Vairagya Bhavanaya saha purnaha asit.
Yeah. He is full of, he renounced one sort of, he is in a renouncing.
Vairagya Bhavanaya. Vairagya is that spirit of renunciation. With his Vairagya Bhava, with his renunciation, he was complete. Saha purnaha asit.
Yeah. Sort of, he is completely renounced from the.
Yes. Correct. He was complete with his renunciation. Purnaha means he was
full of
not having any other desires because of his Vairagya Bhava, by the spirit of renunciation.
Ekada nrupaha Chanakyaya kambalan samarpitavan. That means once the king has sent him some carpets.
Blankets. Kambala, blanket here contextually. Ekada nrupaha Chanakyaya, Chaturthi Ekavachanam. Chanakyaya kambalan samarpitavan. The king gave blankets to Chanakya.
Etan kambalan daridrebhyaha dadatu iti saha suchitavan. He instructed him to distribute them among the poor.
Very good. Etan kambalan daridrebhyaha dadatu. Give it to the poor. Dadatu lotlakara prathama purusha ekavachanam. Iti saha suchitavan. The king indicated thus. Uttamam bhagini. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavadaha.
Shriram Shankar Mahodaya.
Namaste.
Namaste. Ha.
Chanakyasya utajam nagarat bahihi asit. Kechana choraha kambalan upahritum
Not upa.
apahritum apahartum chintitavantaha. Te ratrau Chanakyasya utajam pravishan. Do I tell the meaning now?
Yes,
or
yes, please. Yeah. Chanakyasya utajam.
I don't know utajam.
No problem. Chanakyasya Shashti Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Utajam means hut.
Okay.
Chanakya's hut.
Nagarat bahi asiti. When he
Nagarat bahihi.
Bahihi. So he left the house to go to the town.
Natu. Chanakyasya utajam nagarat bahihi asit. Chanakya's hut was outside the
town.
The city. Nagaraha. So Chanakya's hut was outside the city.
Okay. At that time, a thief was trying to steal was thinking of stealing the
yes. So I will give the word to word meaning now. Kechana choraha. Some thieves. Choraha is thief. Choraha thieves. Kambalan apahartum chintitavantaha. Some thieves thought of stealing the blankets.
Te ratrau Chanakyasya utajam pravishanti. So they entered the Chanakya's hut in the night.
Correct. They entered Ratrau is Saptami Ekavachanam, in the night. Saptami Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Chanakyasya utajam pravishan langlakara. They entered Chanakya's hut at night. Dhanyavadaha Mahodaya. Uttamam. Next, who will read? Suman Balaji.
नमस्ते
नमस्ते भगिनी वदतु मध्यरात्रसमयः
मध्यरात्रसमयः शीतकालः अतीव शैत्यम् आसीत्
अतीव इति न अतीव शैत्यम् आसीत्
तथापि चाणक्यः कटे सुप्तः आसीत् मध्यरात्रसमयः it was midnight.
Correct. Madhyaratra samayah.
Sheetakalah, that winter time.
Correct.
Ativa shaityam asit. It was very, very cold.
Correct. Ativa shaityam asit. It was very cold.
Tathapi, still, Chanakya kate suptah asit. Kate means on the mat.
Correct. Uttamam. Even then, Chanakya was asleep.
Suptah asit. That even though Chanakya was sleeping over the mat.
On the mat. Uttamam.
On the mat. Tasya patni api kate eva suptah asit. His wife also was sleeping over the same mat.
On a mat. On a mat. So, yes, uttamam bhagini. Dhanyavadaha. So, so even though it was midnight, very cold, and ativa shaityam, tathapi, even then in such conditions of extreme cold, Chanakya kate suptaha asi. Chanakya was asleep on a mat. Tasya patni api kate eva supta asit. His wife also was asleep on the mat, though it was so cold. So next. Okay, I think I will read it now because we are short of time. Parshve kambalanam rashihi eva asid. Parshve, nearby, kambalanam rashihi. There was a heap of blankets. near him, parshve, close by, kambalanam rashihi eva, there was a heap of blankets. Choranam ashcharyam, the thieves were astonished or surprised. Parshve kambalanam rashireva asti, close by there is a heap of blankets. Chanakya kambalam vina nidram karoti, Chanakya sleeps without a blanket, just on a mat, without a blanket, even though there is a heap of blankets there. Choraha chauryam na akurvan, the thieves did not commit theft. Na akurvan. Te Chanakyam prabodhitavantaha, they woke up Chanakya. Choraha, the thieves said, Choraha, thieves, Chanakya, O Chanakya, Sambodhana Prathama Ekavachanam, Parshve kambalanam rashireva asti, nearby there is a heap of blankets. Tathapi tvam kimartham bhumau shayanam karoshi iti aprichan. Tathapi, even then, tvam, you, kimartham, why, bhumau, saptami vibhakti ekavachanam. See, there are a lot of saptami words in this katha. Saptami vibhakti but ekavachanam, on the ground. Shayanam karoshi, O Chanakya, there is a heap of blankets close by. Even then, why do you sleep on the ground? Iti aprichan. They asked in this way. Chanakyaha uktavan, Chanakya said, Kambalaha nripena dattaha, the blankets are given by the king. Te daridrebhyaha datavyaha, they have to be given to the poor. Shvaha prabhate vitaranam karishyami, tomorrow in the morning I will distribute them. Vitaranam, distribute them. Karishyami, writ, future tense. Tesham upayogam kartum mama nasti adhikaraha. Tesham upayogam kartum, tesham, of the blankets, upayogam, to use the blankets, I do not have any authority. Mama adhikaraha nasti, I do not have authority to use the blankets. Kincha aham viraktaha, also I am detached. Sada triptaha, always contented. Iti, look at that. How honest, and look at those principles of Chanakya. In fact, the entire Magadha kingdom was actually ruled by Chanakya through Chandragupta Maurya. Chandragupta Maurya was blindly doing whatever Chanakya told him to do. He had that much of Guru Bhakti, and Chanakya was the force of the entire kingdom. But he led a life of an ascetic without expecting anything. Also, there are instances where we read that it seems the king used to give oil to Chanakya for his lamp, for looking at the affairs of the kingdom, going through the accounts, records, etc. After Chanakya completed the king's work, the work of the state, it seems he used to not use that oil for his personal use. So if he wants to do any personal study or do his own work, he would not use the oil given by the king. He would use the oil which he bought separately. That was the level of honesty we had in our ministers and in people like Chanakya. Therefore, they were respected by the king. So when we ask why were they worshipped, some of these people, it is because of these qualities of detachment they were worshipped. Idam shrutva choreshu lajja utpanna. Having heard this, shrutva atvantavyayam, choreshu lajja utpanna. The thieves felt shy or ashamed rather. Anyesham dravyasya upayogena adharmaha bhavati iti Chanakyasya vicharaha asti. Anyesham dravyasya upayogena, by using the dravya or the thing of someone else, upayogena adharmaha bhavati, it is adharma. By using the property of anyone else, it is adharma. Iti Chanakyasya vicharaha asti. This is Chanakya's thinking. Vayam jivane pratidinam anyasya dravyameva apahārāmaha. We every day in our life, jivane, pratidinam anyasya dravyameva apahārāmaha. We misappropriate the property of others, or rather we steal others' things, or we misappropriate the property of others. Adharmam kurmaha, we commit adharma. Papasya sangrahascha bhavati. So it accumulates papa, sin for us. Iti chintayitva, having thought so, te chanakyam kshamam prarthitavantah. They sought they sought for forgiveness from Chanakya. Tataha sajjanaha abhavancha. Then they became good people. Okay, so this is a beautiful story, and the moral is vairagyena eva triptihi. Only by vairagya, that is detachment, will we get tripti, will we get fulfillment. So Chanakya's life is an example for this. We all should go ahead and read some of the works where Chanakya's vairagya, his commitment to the state, and how honestly he led his life in a very detached way. Though he could have had all the pleasures, the king respected him so much, but he did not lead a life like that. That was how great people led their lives at that time, and they show us what good governance means, how we should care for the state and for the kingdom. Anyway, we have exceeded our time today, Kshamyatam, by 10 minutes. Just quickly, any doubts? Sri Ramji, in my Pravesha book, it is given as Arogita, not Arogata. I will check what is the latest version in the book. I have heard both these versions of the shloka, but in my Pravesha text, it is given as Arogita. I will just check if they have changed it and what is the latest version given in Pravesha, and I will update you. Anne Marie ji, yes, Hanuman, even in Ramayana, both are used. Hanuman, both are correct. I think someone asked what is Jaghana Lakara. Jaghana is lit Lakara. It is also a past tense which is generally used for events which have happened way beyond the present times. So Ramaha Ravanam Jaghana, that way. For Puranas and all, generally Jaghana is used. It is lit Lakara, past. We will learn about the Lakaras in this lesson. We will do it maybe in the next class. We will do the 10 lakaras. It's a part of lesson 10. Okay. So now any more doubts, please send me an email. Let us conclude with Shanti Mantraha. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Dhanyavadaha sarvebhyah. आगामी रविवासरे पुनर्मिलामः. राम राम राम.